Hi, this is Dr. Paul. Today I'm going to talk about emotions as messengers of the soul. Human beings have long wrestled with their emotions as if they were adversaries, forces that sabotage clarity, disturb their peace, and cloud their reason. But beneath this misunderstanding lies a deeper truth. Emotions are not enemies to be conquered, but messengers to be understood. They arise from the hidden chambers of the mind and whisper the language of the soul. Carl Jung was noted to have said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." When we attempt to silence our feeling or emotions, we silence important signals about our inner lives. When we listen to them with wisdom, they become guides leading us toward healing, authenticity, and self-knowledge. The language of the inner world. Emotions are the vocabulary of the soul. Just as the body uses pain to alert us to injury, the psyche or soul uses emotion to signal meaning. Fear may warn of danger or vulnerability. Sadness may indicate loss or unmet longing. Anger may reveal violated boundaries. Joy may affirm alignment with our deepest values. The great philosopher Aristotle once observed that emotional mastery is not about suppression, but about appropriate expression. He wrote, "Anybody can become angry, that is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not easy." This thought reminds us that emotions themselves are not actually problems. The challenge lies in how we interpret and respond to them. An emotion is like a letter arriving from the deepest level of our consciousness. If we disregard or deny our feelings or emotions, it's like we are burning the letter without even reading it, and we lose the message. But if we open it with curiosity, we may discover the guidance we desperately need, the wisdom hidden in feeling. Many spiritual and psychological traditions affirm that emotions carry wisdom. The Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung once again emphasized that emotions reveal truths about the unconscious mind. He famously wrote, "Your visions will become clear only when you look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens." Dr. Jung understood that emotions often point toward unresolved experiences buried deep beneath the surface of awareness. Anxiety may reflect a life lived out of alignment with one's authentic nature. Grief may signal love that has nowhere to go. Anger may protect a wounded part of ourselves that longs to be heard. When we treat emotions as enemies, we exile important parts of what makes us human. But when we listen to them, we allow the psyche or soul to speak its truth. The courage to feel. Modern culture often glorifies emotional control. We are taught to stay strong, move on. Don't let your feelings get the best of you. While resilience is valuable, emotional avoidance can create even deeper suffering. Suppressed emotions do not disappear. They simply go underground, where they influence behavior in hidden ways. The writer and civil rights leader James Baldwin captured this truth powerfully. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Facing emotions requires courage. It means allowing ourselves to feel discomfort without immediately numbing or escaping from it. In that act of honestly paying attention to our feelings and emotions, transformation begins. Pain becomes insight. Fear becomes awareness. Sadness becomes compassion. Emotions as signals of meaning. At their deepest level, emotions reveal what matters to us the most. Joy indicates connection with purpose and love. Grief reveals attachment and the value of what has been lost. Even anger carries information about your sense of individual justice and personal boundaries. The psychologist and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl believed that human beings are fundamentally driven by the search for meaning. He wrote, When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Emotions also often arise at important crossroads in our lives, when our personal meaning must be rediscovered. Despair may be the soul's signal that our life path no longer aligns with our values. Restlessness may urge us to grow beyond familiar limitations. In this sense, emotions may act like signposts along the road of our personal evolution, the integration of mind and heart. For centuries, philosophy has debated the relationship between reason and emotion. Some traditions elevated logic above feeling, portraying emotions as irrational disturbances. However, contemporary psychology increasingly recognizes that emotions are essential to decision-making and moral awareness. The philosopher Blaise Pascal expressed this beautifully when he wrote, "The heart has its reasons, which reason knows nothing of." Pascal was not rejecting rational thought. He was acknowledging that human understanding arises from both intellect and feeling. The mind analyzes, but the heart perceives meaning. Together they create wisdom. When we learn to listen to emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them, we cultivate emotional intelligence. Instead of reacting impulsively, we pause and ask, what is this feeling telling me? What truth lies beneath it? The transformative power of awareness. Awareness transforms emotion from chaos into insight. When anger is observed rather than acted out blindly, it becomes information about violated values. When fear is examined rather than denied, it reveals vulnerabilities that need protection or healing. That philosopher Epictetus taught that our suffering often arises not from events themselves, but from our interpretations of them. He wrote, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." This wisdom suggests that emotions invite reflection. They encourage us to question our assumptions and re-examine our perspectives. Instead of suppressing feeling, we can explore it, asking where it came from and what it reveals about our beliefs. Compassion toward the self. One of the greatest gifts emotions offer is the opportunity for self-compassion. When sadness arises, it may invite us to treat ourselves with the same kindness we would extend to a friend. When fear appears, it may remind us that vulnerability is part of being human. The Buddhist teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh, offered a gentle metaphor for this process. Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor. In this image, emotions are not enemies, but passing weather patterns within the sky of awareness. They move through us, delivering their messages, and eventually dissolve. Our task is not to fight the clouds, but to remain grounded as they pass. Listening to the soul's whisper. The soul rarely shouts. It whispers through intuition, sensation, and emotion. A subtle sense of unease may signal that we are betraying our values. A quiet joy may indicate that we are moving toward authenticity. When we ignore these signals, life can begin to feel hollow or disconnected. The essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson captured this idea in a timeless observation. Nothing can bring you peace but yourself. Nothing can bring you peace but the triumph of principles. Emotions often guide us back toward those principles. They remind us when our actions diverge from our inner truth, from resistance to relationship. Ultimately, the goal is not to eliminate emotions, but to build a wise relationship with them. Just as a skilled sailor learns to work with the wind rather than fight it, we can learn to navigate life with emotional awareness. Aristotle once said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." Fear may sharpen our perception. Sadness may deepen our empathy. Anger may energize our pursuit of justice. Joy may illuminate the path we are meant to follow. When we approach emotions with curiosity instead of judgment, they become transformed from adversaries to allies. The quiet wisdom of feeling. In the end, Emotions are invitations. They invite us to listen more closely to ourselves, to understand our deepest needs, and live with greater authenticity. They are the soul's way of participating in the conversation of our lives. To reject emotion entirely would be to reject a vital part of human consciousness. But to listen to it patiently, thoughtfully, and compassionately is to discover a profound source of wisdom. In truth, emotions are not the enemies of the soul. They are its messengers, arriving quietly, asking only that we listen. For within every feeling lies a message, and within every message lies a possibility of transformation. Paul Susic, PhD. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you keep coming back and watching in the future. Thank you.